Now, I'm also going to be starting a new series where I'm going to be talking about some certain locations here in Lagos and how to invest in some of these locations so that you can be familiar with what is happening in these locations, why some certain locations are selling at some certain prices. So in this video and in this episode, we'll be looking at why is Ikate that so expensive, what is happening in Ikate, why is houses in Ikate going to like 110, 140, 150 million, and some fully detached in Ikate are also selling at 450, 350 million. Why is Ikate that so expensive? So in case you are coming across a video like this or this channel for the first time, please meet the property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate for avid investors who have been investing in real estate already. For first time investors who are just their first or second investment, and also for beginners who just are about to start investing in real estate. We share tips, guides, and advice about different locations here in Lagos, different risk attached, short stay, Airbnb, land banking, buy and flip, and different opportunities that are in the real estate market, as well as the risk attached to each of these opportunities. So let's go into the topic. Why is Ikate that so expensive, and how can you tap into the opportunities that are available in Ikate Lekki? Now, Ikate is one of the highbrow areas in Lekki. Just after the Lekki Phase 1, we have Ikate around the Freedom Way, we have Elegushi, we have Salem, Shisco, and Ikate shares boundary with a lot of premium locations here on the island, shares boundary with Lekki, and also share boundary with Oniru. So it makes it a very, very fantastic location, because from Ikate you can access Lekki Phase 1 down to Cowrie, and also from Ikate you can access Oniru down to the Victoria Island. So Ikate is a very, very highbrow area. Now, there are also some very, very classy and luxurious estates in Ikate, Nicon Estate, Cowrie Creek Estate also, and there are also several other very, very premium housing developments and estate developments that are still coming up around the Freedom Way. Orange Island is there, and these are definitely going to continue boosting the real estate market in Ikate. Now, right now, there are so many developments, block of flats, duplexes selling in Ikate right now. You are not going to see a duplex, particularly a new duplex in Ikate, less than 100 million right now. Even for a terraces in Ikate right now are like 110, 120 million. Even some are like up to like 140 million at Ikate. And most of the fully detached duplexes that you are going to be seeing at Ikate right now are between 180, 250, 280, and even some are like 350, 300 million for a 5 or 6 bedroom detached duplex. That's just how extremely expensive Ikate have become right now, and people are still buying. Like I said, there are so many fantastic estates in Ikate. The Cowrie Creek right now is one location where houses are like picking prices very, very crazily, and it's extremely competing with price of houses in Ikoyi and also around the Lekki Phase 1. So there are so many opportunities in Ikate which you can tap into. But why Ikate, and why is Ikate that so expensive? Now, the regional road is coming, which is the road that will be passing or linking VGC from behind down to the Freedom Way. So which means that people around Chevron Alternative, Chevron Drive, Osapa London, Agungi, and also Shisco, they don't have to come down to the Lekki Expressway just for them to get to Lekki Phase 1. But via the Freedom Way, people at Shisco, people at Osapa, people at Chevron, people at Chevron Alternative, even people at Orchid also, they can connect down to Freedom Way, down to Lekki Phase 1, down to Ikoyi Lake Bridge without coming to Lekki Expressway at all. Now, once this regional road is completed, properties in Lekki will go up at least 15%, at least 15%, and as high as 30%. So because of the less traffic, because the alternative route, because that's what a lot of people have been clamoring for, that is just one road that goes into Lekki. But once there's an alternative route, now it has opened a lot of locations where a lot of investors were skeptical about before to investment. So property prices will definitely go up more and demand will go up more, particularly for all the locations at the right hand side of Lekki: Osapa London, Agugi, Chevron Alternative, Chevron Drive, Harris Drive. All these locations, the property prices will go up a lot, and also Ikate will also benefit a lot from it, because the regional road is busting out right at Freedom Way. So whatever price that Ikate is selling right now, it has not peaked. The potential for growth is still there, and that's why projects like Campbell Advantage, 1, 2, 3, 4, Mufasa, and a lot of other Jardine Brooks, a lot of these developers right now, they are going into serviced apartments in Ikate. So the project can be 5 floors, 6 floors, 8 floors. There is general swimming pool, there is security house, there is a diesel generator that services the entire apartment 24/7 electricity, and there is common concierge facilities, cleaning, facility management, and everything. A lot of developers are going into this project right now, because what a lot of people are looking for at Ikate right now are short stay. So the short stay markets and demand right now, Lekki Phase 1, Ikate is rivaling Lekki Phase 1 very, very high right now. So for anyone that is looking at short stay or Airbnb investments, then you can't just ignore Ikate right now. You can't just ignore Ikate. Either it's Elegushi, is around the Meadow Hall, is around the Shisco, or is around Salem. Any of this, look, Ilason also, lest I forget Ilason. There's this project, MIGL Residencies at Salem also. All these projects, they are very, very fantastic investments and projects for anyone that wants to invest in short stay. The demand is there already. So Ikate is an existing market for short stay and Airbnb. Now, in terms of the prices, because of the different locations that borders Ikate, Oniru, and the fantastic beach views and beaches at Oniru, VI is there also, Lekki Phase 1 is there, Ikoyi is there. The spillover of how expensive these locations are becoming is also getting to Ikate. Houses in Ikoyi right now are selling in dollars. Lekki Phase 1 right now is like 350, 300 million, 400 million for fully detached houses. Oniru also, most of what is selling in Oniru right now is like beach view apartments, and they are very, very expensive, 180, 170 for apartments, beach view apartments on like 12 floors, 11 floors. So it's also spilling down to Ikate, because Ikate is like the next place. So that's why apartments in Ikate right now that are still selling like 65 million, 90 million, 75 million, in 2-3 years time, all these apartments will be, the ones for 65 million will be going to like 80 million, the ones for 90 million will be going to like 130, 140 million. If you don't agree, see, most of my analysis, I have data to back it up. 2 or 3 years ago, just check at the price of houses in Ikate. Semi-detached duplex 3 years ago was selling in Ikate at 75 million. Max 85 million for a semi-detached duplex. Now 85 million is for a 3-bedroom apartment in Ikate. Apartment, block of flats, 85 million. So when I tell you that the block of flats will go from 60 million to 90 million, I have the markets, the data, and to back it up. So these apartments are definitely going to go up, particularly anything that is along that regional road or very close to the Freedom Way. Those are locations that you should be looking at. Now, the same flooding issues that happen in Lekki Phase 1 also, there are also some part of Ikate also that have these flooding issues too, frankly. So, but this can be solved, and I believe a lot of these developers are going to solve it, because a lot of them are already going into this location, beginning transformer, doing the road, doing the drainages. They are going to solve all this part of flood. See, flooding is not because island is water. No, flooding is just bad infrastructures and bad planning. Just because there is no well-channeled drainage, and the well-channeled drainages does not dump water to the right places. So when there's a well-channeled drainages and these drainages are well-channeled to the canal, the issue of flooding will be totally solved. And a lot of the developers are doing that, particularly around Shisco. They're already doing that. So in 1 year or 1.5 years, I'm totally confident that should be fully solved. And because most of the developers that are building these service apartments, they're also going to be the ones that are going to be doing the facility management. And they still want a lot of investors who invested in this apartment to be able to get residents, to get occupants. So definitely they want to do all the needed infrastructures to attract people that are going to be interested in renting the place or staying in a place for short stay. So they are going to do all these infrastructures, and this is one of the reasons why Lekki is continuously getting expensive. Most of the infrastructures in Lekki are not being done by the government. Electrification, sand filling, land recovering, drainages, interlocking, filling the road, connecting to the canal, 24/7 electricity is the developers that are going to do all these things. I mentioned like 8 things already. All these things are huge infrastructures and they cost a lot of money, and all this money they are going to add it to the cost of the houses that you are buying. It's just as simple as that. So those prices are definitely not going to come down. They are definitely going to continuously going up. The regional road is coming, more demand is coming, and there's virtually no land again in Ikate right now. So it's even swamp. Everybody is just like sand filling right now. So Ikate has a lot of opportunities, has a lot of market for short stays, Airbnbs, and for a lot of people that don't want to face the traffic of Orchid, Chevron. Ikate is your best bet. If you don't want to stay in Ikoyi, Ikate, or I know to stay in Oniru or VI, you can't afford Oniru, you can't afford VI. It's Ikate you are going to settle to, and that's like 60% of the people that are staying in Ikate right now are people that wanted to stay in Ikoyi. People that wanted to stay in Victoria Island, but they couldn't afford it, so they just have to settle in Ikate, and that's why the prices of houses in Ikate also are going very, very fast. So we still have some opportunities for you in Ikate right now. I still have a property in Ikate where you can invest, and 24 months you can make like 15-20 million. Yeah. So, and the entry price is still very low. So you can reach out to us. My WhatsApp number is on the screen, and we can tell you the different opportunities in Ikate where you can invest for buy and flip, where you can invest for rental income, for short stay, and also if you also want to stay around that location too, there are also some opportunities that we can also advise you on to. So there will be more coming up on this series. Why is Ikeja GRA so expensive, and the opportunities available in Ikeja? Why is Ikoyi that so expensive, and the opportunities available in Ikoyi? And I'll be talking about all these different locations one by one. I'll be telling you the different opportunities for rentals, for short stay, for buy and flip available in these locations. So I see me number one property planning, property advisor, property consultant. Remember, we have properties that we are selling to. The reason I also come to my channel, I'll start telling you, behind me here is because I want to keep this channel strictly for guides and strictly for advices. But we have properties we are selling. We have apartments, we have duplexes, we have bungalows that we are selling that you can definitely invest, and I can definitely give you the ROI analysis on each of these locations that you can invest, so that you know what you are investing, where you are investing, how long you have to hold, and also the return on investment you should be expecting. So thanks once again for your time. Thanks once again for watching our videos. Thanks once again for the feedbacks, the encouragement. I appreciate you guys so much, and see you next time.